Hello, I'm BXToyCat, and welcome back to Seed Sunday. Seed Sunday is a weekly series where I talk about and show you seeds, Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. And today I have a really cool seed I'd like to show you, which is cool for a bunch of reasons, but the two biggest ones of those reasons are the two villages the seed has. One of the villages is, amazingly placed next to the spawn, but also next to a river and next to some pretty big flat lands. So if you ever want to expand a village into a big village, a mega village, or a city, whatever you want to call it, basically that's the perfect village for you. And the second village it has is a little bit further away, but it comes with the rarest loot you can possibly find in a blacksmith chest, just chilling there. That's an amazingly rare little coincidence with a great little village, and that makes for a great start to a seed with a bunch of other cool things I'd love to show you today. So please do like the video if you do like it. It helps out the channel a lot, and lets me want to see more Seed Sundays like this on my channel. And let's get straight into the video. If you're wondering what the seed is, it is IBX Build World 17. If you do type in that seed with a classic world size, you will spawn just over here, in the middle of, little plains to be out by him. That's why I marked the spawn with this little beacon. And basically the great thing I loved about this spawn is you can kind of see a lot of the key features without even needing this video. So if you just look to your left, you'll see a village. If you look to your right, you'll be able to see some floating islands in the extreme hill, as well as another little plains over there, which is always nice. If you look a little bit further over there, you can see a jungle, and it's just a general nice thing. But the first thing you will want to head to is definitely going to be this village. This village is less than 100 blocks away, but when you go inside the village, you get a great start anyway. Every village always has some food you'd start with, but it also has a blacksmith chest. Blacksmith chests are really cool because, of course, they come with nice things. And in this case, you get yourself the best piece of iron armor, the chest plate. You get an iron sword, and you get 4 iron ingots, which is enough to make an iron pickaxe and an iron shovel. So iron tools that fast off the spawn, as well as an apple, 4 obsidian, and some oak saplings. Very nice start to survival. But in case just going around killing stuff isn't your thing in survival, this this village is the great one because it comes with this great location if you want to turn it into a city. If you're wondering, the boundary of a village starts at 32 blocks from the center, something like that. So roughly here to there counts as the boundary. So, the villagers walk anywhere in that boundary, but they won't walk further. But if you keep expanding the village slowly by slowly, so you keep building more houses which have doors, because doors are how they, kind of count houses. Basically, you can slowly expand it till you get over to the river, and you can make this amazing kind of village which is on both sides of the river, like a normal city is. And I thought that was just an amazing opportunity to build a city. If that's not your thing, then there is a pretty decent amount of flat land on this side too, as well as just over there. So if you've ever wanted to have a big village, this is the perfect one to start with, because, having villagers fill up your city is what can really give it some life. So, perfect city build place. You can either knock down the place, or you can just start expanding it. I think either option's pretty great, but I thought this was a great place to start. So, if that's not your thing, if you don't want to expand the city and you just want to, do surviving things, if you just head over here to the south of the map, you'll find, just at these coordinates over here, a very nice little cave over here. So this cave looks insignificant, but if you head through the cave, I'll put myself night vision on. If you head through the cave, it's one of these great caves because it's so steeply down going vertical, so make sure you bring water or just ladders, or make sure you can actually get back up. But basically, if you just head down the cave and keep heading down and down and down, the really cool thing I love about this is this fast from the surface, you can find yourself diamonds. That's right, you don't have to do any mining, you can just make your own pickaxe straight from that chest you just got, head down here, and boom, you've already got yourself a diamond. I don't know how many diamonds it is, let's find out live, shall we? So we've got at least 3 diamonds there. Oh, it's 3 diamonds with maybe some more over here. Yep, 5 diamonds just for going down here, as well as some gold, as well as all the iron you saw on the way down here, as well as some more iron down here. It's basically just an amazing start if you want to get yourself some ores, and if you're going to the Nether or anything, it's just amazing for that too, because you can make a diamond pickaxe, and you can make an enchantment table. So in theory, that's all the diamonds you need, all the iron you need, all sorted within one chest and 1 cave, which I think is a pretty great start to the game. So, just in case you want the coordinates, it's just over here. Just keep heading down and down and down, and you get some diamonds, which is pretty nice in my opinion. So, you might notice there are some jungles over here and here, like a little bit off from the village. They don't have too much in them, no jungle temples, nothing worth visiting. But if you do like jungles, if you've always wanted to set up in a jungle, of course they are here just for you to do your own thing in. And I think, if you wanted to expand the city or village or whatever this way, I think it'd be cool to set up some villages and some tree houses. But other than that, like I said, they're just kind of jungles. Not a big fan of jungles personally, but if you are, they're just over there. One really interesting thing is if you head over to the desert biome, which is just over here, so north of the spawn instead of to the east of the spawn, to the west of the spawn, I guess. Basically, you'll find the second village. So this one's a bit larger than the first one. Lots of crops, which is kind of weird when you think about this in the desert. But basically, if you check out the chest over here, like I said, this has the rarest thing you can find in a chest, which is a enchanted book, which is rare enough. But enchanted book with the rarest enchantment you can possibly get it, Thorns 2. So what makes Thorns 2 so rare then? So Thorns 2 is so rare because you have a 1% chance of enchanting it at level 30 when you enchant a book. It's a little bit higher on a chest plate, but if you want this on a book, so you can put it on your, your boots, for instance. Basically, you have a 1% chance. So this would cost 3,000 levels on average to get otherwise, but you can get it for free in this blacksmith chest. Combine that with all the other good luck on the seed, and it's just an amazing start for the survival, really. So yeah. The village is significant in other ways because it has a church thing here, which is always cool. These guys usually have the best trades, like Bottle of Enchanting, like Eye of Enders, stuff like that. This is not a priest at all. I don't know what you're doing in his house, but you probably shouldn't be in there. But yeah, basically the priest... Oh, here he is. They usually give you the best trades. Glowstone is not a great one, but they give a lot of good trades if you're willing to go through their trades, which I think is worthwhile. And because, of course, they have a blacksmith too, you can also maybe buy some diamonds off them, maybe buy some armor, which is always a great thing. So yeah, another village over here. You could even combine the two, because they're far away, but if you're making a mega city, maybe that's something worth considering. I don't even know. But yeah, so you'll notice if you look at the map, this seed is actually divided into 2 major islands and some other small islands, which to me is one of the perfect ways to set up an island, because first of all, this means all the empty space usually has a mushroom island, and in this case we have 3 mushroom islands, not just the one over here, one to the far south of the map over here. Just so if we head down south below this little snow biome over here, we'll find the other one. And the cool thing about the second one is not only is it a mushroom biome, not only can you find your mushrooms there, which is of course the best mob in the game, always worth checking out, but what you can actually do is if you head to this island, as well as getting mushrooms, mushroom stuff and whatnot, you can actually find an abandoned mineshaft below the thing. So if you want to just dig below any part of this side of the island, you can, but if you want to go to the exact coordinates where you'll find a mob spawner, then just over here you'll see that if you dig down at these coordinates, you'll find... Okay, let's night vision ourselves. You'll find yourself a skeleton spawner in a mineshaft. So this is double good because, of course, it's really low down, so you can find some ores. But you also get yourself some good loot in the form of this stuff. The diamond horse armor and the saddle is my particular favorite because it means you can saddle up a horse. And yeah, that just kind of adds to the insanity you have your loot. So you got your enchantment table, you got your enchanted diamond stuff, and then you can have a horse that's saddled up already. And in case you do want a name tag, I believe next to the village earlier, this is one I always miss when I'm looking because it's a very sneakily hidden one. Usually in deserts, when you see a surface spawner, it's very easy to see. But in this case, it just wasn't. It was like you look at that and it's like, oh, is there something there? But yeah, if you look down here, you can actually see there is a zombie spawner. It's a very weird looking zombie spawner. But yeah, you can look in the zombie spawner and there is a name tag here. So combine that with the other place and boom, you've got yourself a named diamond armored up horse, which is pretty nice in my opinion. So yeah, what else is there in the siege, you might be wondering? I mean, besides this great island here, which I really, really do like, because it's big enough to basically be its own kind of world, and it has all the biomes, but in case it isn't big enough for you, and you do need some extra space to explore, which, personally, I don't see the... that could be something that comes up, I guess. You're playing on a 360 or PS3 side world, and you build a lot, and you build a literal mega city, then you can get over to here. So I recommend trying to build a bridge across this, because I imagine that would be an amazing bridge. But yeah, over here, you can go to the second island. This island's pretty cool, because it's mostly desert, and deserts have a lot of the cool things, including flatlands, including desert temples, and including surface spawners. So just over here you'll find the first surface spawner. This one's pretty significant because if you look at the shape over here, you can see it's very different to most surface spawners where it's just sand covering the whole thing, because somehow a little bit of sandstone generated here, so you can actually just scoop yourself under the sand and just chill here, and maybe every now and then a zombie will spawn if it's nighttime. But the main thing is that this is a zombie spawner, and it does have a chest if you dig down below the sand, and you get lots and lots of iron horse armor. I don't know why you need this many sets of it, unless you're playing with lots of people, and you also get yourself another name tag and another saddle. So, with 2 people, that's great. I mean, with 3 people, you don't have a third saddle just yet, but still, it's a nice kind of concept, which you can kind of find with just over there at these corners over here. Also, there's a desert temple. I mention this every single Seed Sunday, but in case you don't know, the loot here is randomly generated, so if I show you, it's going to be different for yourself, but you can get things like diamonds, like emeralds, etc. You can get saddles, which is nice. You can get gold, you can get iron, you can get more saddles, which is always nice, and more iron. So yeah, a lot of the time you will get diamonds or emeralds or something really rare like that, which is always nice and always worth visiting, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the desert temple here. Besides that, like I mentioned, there's a bit of surface lava and flat land, and there's not really too much else going on here. I mean, the bottom island is really varied. It has like a little bit of every single biome there, including the mushroom biome, but then the top island up here is just a desert with a tiny bit of plains, which, that might be your perfect island. Maybe you should set sail and just head there immediately. But to me, that's not quite as interesting as the amazing diversity you see here. Like, there's forest over there, there's extreme hills over there, there's snowy biomes just behind that, there's a desert over here, there's a plains over here, there's a jungle over there, and then there's a mushroom back there, and just all within this tiny little island space. I think this is a great seed for survival because it has all the things you'll need for survival. It has a great opportunity if you want a building fun time with the village over here and the village over there, and it just has a bunch of really cool, really rare loot, and it's just a general pretty nice seed. But of course, I'd love to know what you think about the seed in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about it, because I think it's one of the best seeds I've shown off in a while, but that's just my opinion. Again, the seed is IBX Build World 17, that's at the start of the video if you want to go check that out again, and like the video if you did like it, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.